Respected dear family members, my pranams to you. Our culture, Indian civilization and Indian culture could survive for the last not less than 10,000 years exclusively because our culture focused on the mind of the people. If the mind could be consoled, if the mind could be energized, and if the mind could be filled with optimism, and if we could encourage others by positive thoughts in the mind, automatically the body will follow the mind and the goal can be set. If we can set our goal, then all the problems, all the negatives, all the pains and all the hurdles and all the sorrows coming in between the starting point and the goal, that will never discourage you, that will never retard us, that will never decelerate us. It will always promote us, whatever may be the pain. Even the soldiers standing on the border of two countries, if they are fighting, the soldier knows pretty well that at any time he may die, but that the problem of death is not making him a coward. He is ready to die. It is not a physical attitude, it is a mental attitude. Every individual is interested in getting promotion and going to higher and higher levels, knowing pretty well that the responsibility, duty and the risk and the burden of doing the work at a higher level is much more than at the lower level. A lower level clerk would like to become a secretary. At the lower level, a clerk has got only less problem. But at secretary level, lot of responsibility and lot of problems. Still he wants to become the secretary. Standing for the election and getting selected for MP, MLA or even Panchayat member, it's a risky job. People will scold you, quarrel with you, denigrate you, degrade you and fight with you and even throw stones against you. Still we want to become MLAs and MPs and ministers. The role of the Prime Minister and role of the Chief Minister is really risky, but every minister wants to become Chief Minister and Prime Minister. So we are ready to take any risk, we are ready to take any pain, provided the goal is set. So if you have got a goal, if you have got a target, if you have got a motto, if you have got a reaching point, target, and you are convinced that that goal should be achieved, then the pathway to achieve that goal will never discourage you, will never create a problem. You can see in the world. A surgeon wants to become a surgeon because his target is surgeon, become a good surgeon and make money. So doing surgery will not create a problem for him. Inside the stomach, inside the body, if you are seeing, you will be really shocked if you are not a surgeon. After conducting surgery, he can take the food without any problem. Because his target is to become a surgeon and make money or position by implementing his professional quality, caliber. So if you are setting your goal very powerfully, if the mind is convinced with the goal, then the body will take you to any point. Tenzing and Hillary reached the top of Everest because that was their goal. That was their ultimate point of reach. So all the problems they faced in between, it never created any problem for him. Those who would like to go to Kailas, Mount Kailas, the 22,500 feet height and the horrible winter, the wind and the snow and the rain, that will not affect you, because spiritually you are inclined to make a pradakshinam to Mount Kailas. So like that, Neil Armstrong and others could reach moon because their target is set. They know pretty well that any time anything can happen. The captain of a ship is proud to say that I am the captain, knowing pretty well risk will be there in the sea at any point. Many people try to compete in Olympics and national games knowing pretty well that very serious, severe hurdles are there, problems are there, trainings are there. They have to undergo that. Even taking good food cannot be entertained, expected also. But still training is there. So set your goal. Then your body will be reaching there. No negatives in between, no sorrow, no problem, no hurdle, no risk, no loss. Nothing will be affecting you if you have set your goal in your mind. At lower level, the goal can be set by telling the stories. Shivaji the Great could reach this level by listening the stories from his mother. In Kerala, Dr. M.T. Vasudevan Nair, who got Jnanapeedam award, he was telling that I could become like this exclusively because my mother and grandmother used to tell me the stories, and those stories made me like this. So for setting the goal in the life, at lower level stories will be supporting you, helping you. That is why our forefathers have written 18 Puranas and 18 Upapuranas. Part of Mahabharata epic is also story. And when you are growing, the goal setting in the mind can be done through listening the experiences of people. Through listening the experiences of people. The experiences of Pandavas, Kauravas, and experiences of the characters in Ramayana gives us the experience of different people who were positive or who were negative. Their experiences will be a lesson for us, for setting the goal and also for working to achieve the goal. When Sri Rama suffered, Dharmaputra suffered, Pandava suffered, Bhishma suffered, our mind will be getting the experience that for achieving the goal, sufferings are the part of life. We learn the experience of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Barack Hussain Obama, or even Narendra Modi, Sri Narendra Modi ji, and we learn the experience of people who are in the top, just to get the feeling of awareness to our mind that if the goal is set, for achieving the goal, negatives are to be faced, problems are to be faced, risks are to be faced. It's not part of life. This gives us experiential knowledge through listening, through watching, through discussing, and through thinking. So you can understand, you have to understand, and you have to make your children understand that if the goal is set, achieving that is not at all difficult. For any one goal is to be set, whether simple or complicated. Even treating a patient, running an institute, creating an organization, creating a charitable trust, working for the poor, or doing something for the poor, or setting the goal of achieving a degree in our own life, or making a house, or purchasing a land, or even buying a vehicle. These are all setting the goals, small or big. Problems will be there, risk will be there, negatives will be there, pains will be there, sorrows will be there. The target, the goal creates us entertainment and enjoyment. So our Puranas tell you stories, and Mahabharata and Ramayana gives us experiential knowledge exclusively for setting the goal in the mind. And the Vedas give you the messages. When your level is higher, then the messages will give you confidence. Messages will give you energy. Messages will be giving you encouragement, motivation, appreciation, consolation, and so on. Earlier days, stories and experiences will be giving you all these qualities. Later on, the messages. And when you are really matured, the best thing, the truth and fact of the life will be giving you the real confidence. You should know that ups and downs are there in the life. This is the truth of life. Profit and loss are there in the life. Some people may be encouraging you, some people may be discouraging you. Some people may be appreciating you, some other people may be denigrating you. These are all part of life. The smiling face will be there, angry face will be there. Some people will be supporting you fully, some people will be pulling you back. These are all part of life, truth of life. If you know really the truth and fact of life, even though you are for some period of time, you may be worried, discouraged, but immediately you can recoup. The messages and the truth of life has got that tonic capacity that the moment your mind is getting withdrawn or getting affected negatively, these messages and these experiences of the people will be truth of the life, will be giving you an effect of the tonic. It will be giving you fantastic result. Our Upanishads and our Vedas are meant for that. It's not for going to heaven directly. You can see Arjuna got completely dejected and he said he will not fight. But the messages given by Lord Krishna could encourage him. Sri Rama said, I will not take the responsibility of ruling the country, but Vasishtha gave him Yoga Vasishtham. Krishna gave Arjuna Bhagavad Gita, and Vasishtha Maharshi gave Yoga Vasishtham to Sri Rama. And Sri Shuka Brahmarshi explained the stories and experiences through Bhagavatam to the Emperor Parikshit, King Parikshit. Then he was ready, Parikshit Maharaja was ready to face the death. Arjuna was ready to fight the war. Lord Rama was ready to take the responsibility of the country, nation as the ruler. So you can see that when stories, messages, experiences and the truth of the life are the four factors which you should give to others, you should take by yourself, depending upon our level of understanding and academic and intellectual capacity. Then automatically we will be elevating and we will be ready to face any negatives in our life. We will be ready to face any negatives in our life. So once you are ready to face any negatives, then the goal is set and it can be achieved. Neil Armstrong could reach the mountain, Neil Armstrong could reach the moon, and Tenzing and Hillary could reach the Everest, and you can go to Mount Kailas. But these are all just setting the goal. The mind will be sometimes coming down, sometimes going up. Keep the mind up with the confidence. The body will go with the mind. You can achieve the target. Whether you are working in your home or whether you are working in your office, remember that majority of the people will be giving you negatives. Very few people may be supporting you. But internal support is the most important support. External support may be there, may not be there. Those who are supporting you now may not support you tomorrow. So the negatives will be there as the part of life. Positives also will be there as the part of life. Always try to keep your mind in the positive, even though negatives should also be there. Negatives will be giving you better experience than positives. So our target in the life is to keep the mind at a higher level by setting the goal. The goal can be constructing a house, small. The goal can be purchasing a car. The goal can be getting a promotion. The goal can be living a comfortable life. The goal should be, I am saying, serving the poor, serving the needy, serving the hungry people. And the goal can be starting an institute. The goal can also be starting a trust organization and leading it. Any goal you set it. If the mind is motivated, encouraged, if optimism could be kept there, naturally the thoughts will be positive and action will be positive. These three are the most important points in our life. Mind, thoughts, action. Other things will follow. Good mind gives you good thoughts, gives you good action. Confident mind gives you confident thoughts, confident action. Brave mind will be giving you brave thoughts and brave action. The totality of the action in our life is our life. What is life? Totality of our actions. If we can continuously do that, then we will be successful in our life. So learn the stories, learn the experiences, learn the messages and the truth of life. Teach others also every minute. You will be more encouraged and blessed. Thank you very much. My pranams to you.